not.
Um,
Hi, everybody. This is Tia Bottom with Time Marker Photography, and I have a group called Empowering Time Markers where I interview awesome women that are entrepreneurs or do amazing things in the world. So today I have Jessica Terenyi from JK Organization LLC. She is outside of Baltimore, Maryland, and welcome. Thanks for being here with me today.
Hi, thank you for having me. I'm so excited to be here today.
Yes, you were. Luckily, I met you. You are also a military spouse, and we got a connection. And I needed help at my house, so you came and you organized for me. Can you tell me a little bit about your business?
Yeah, so I love to organize. I've been organizing for friends and family for probably 20 years since I was a teenager. Plenty of experience. So I didn't start my business until this year. It was January of this year that I came across an organizing group and worked with a coach and built my business to where it is today. And in February, I got my LLC, so that's when it really became official. At the time, I was working as a surgical assistant full time for a group of oral surgeons. So I couldn't spend a whole lot of time on my business, unfortunately. But in the end of July this year, I ended up resigning and I went full time into my business in August, which was super exciting. So, and of course, we know with COVID and everything, and the kids doing virtual learning, it just gives me the flexibility to be able to work with home and with my schedule, because I can do things in home and I can do things through Zoom, which is fantastic. So I can help people in any space, which is a really good feeling.
Yes. Yeah, this year is definitely the year of like pivoting and thinking outside of the box or in the box of computer, right?
Yes, so
Uh,
true.
so tell me, what is the most challenging part of organizing?
That's a great question. It really depends on the space and the client's needs. Everybody, it just varies. Some people are like, here's my space, have at it. And other people want to work side by side and they want to be very particular about how they want their space to look, which I completely respect. Um, so I would say more so the space and what I'm working with. And I'm pretty quick thinking on my feet. So I can look at a space and visualize where things are going to go, what's going to be most functional for my client. But it can, when I see the initial, just like everybody else is like, oh my gosh, this space, so much clutter. What do I do? You know, I walk into the room and I'm like, okay, this is what I'm dealing with. And then the mind starts going and I start coming up with my ideas and I share those ideas with my client and I get their vision and I help make their vision a reality.
Yeah. So what's the best part of it?
I love working with all my clients. The emotional part of it is the biggest thing for me. I mean, I've had clients literally on the verge of tears because of the transformations that I've completed. My very first client was in June of this year, and I just did her bedroom closet. Half of it was hers and half of it was her husband's. So her husband was a little bit organized than she was. But we got her up to par and she just was just in awe because this was one of the clients where she did her thing, I did my thing, and she just came in after it was done a couple hours later and she was just in complete shock and she was so thrilled.
Yes, and I can attest to that because when you did three and a half of my rooms and you did my kitchen and I was kind of like in the area, so I saw it happening. And then the game room, same thing. But when you did my garage, I wasn't out there at all. So like when I saw the reveal, like I almost cried. I was like, oh my gosh,
I
how did
know. I
you
could
do
feel
it?
it and I could see it.
Like it was amazing. And I was like, this is why have I not done this before? So you definitely made me like appreciate, well, I already appreciated it, but like the relief that I felt from what you did for my own health, my own home, um,
Yeah.
is like priceless. So I definitely just want to thank you in this video too.
You're
Uh,
very welcome. I had so much fun.
yes, and I'll probably have you back again just for something like because I like the fresh idea. I like somebody coming in and being like, oh, this is total. I mean, you would just think so fast, and I would be like bombarded with emotion about things and like, oh, is this going to be
Right.
right? Like, so thank you for that. So as an
Welcome.
organizer, what is your favorite organizational tool for your business?
Oh my goodness, that is a fantastic question. From like the business perspective or like client perspective?
Uh,
Um, I'm sorry,
business. You could do both, really.
business. Um, let's see. Um, Facebook and Instagram have been huge for me as far as reaching out to people. Of course, I have a personal page. I have my business page. I have my group page. So I can push out tips and strategies, and I focus on different topics. It's still developing, but like the other day, I just did a quick, okay, because I had a office consultation, and we were talking about the paperwork because we looked at her room and it was all paperwork, and filing is so time consuming. So I'm like, okay, great. So here's a quick post on paperwork, and these are, ABC, this is how you file. And then once you get that filing system, maintain it, you're good to go.
Right.
So, yeah.
So that would
Um,
be helpful for clients to
yes,
give tips and stuff in your group. What's your group called?
it is organized home, organized life.
Okay. And did you give me the link and I'll post it?
Yes,
Okay.
yes, I
I'll
will give
post
it to you if
all
I
your
haven't given it to you.
Okay,
Awesome.
great. And so for you on the business side of your own business, what do you use?
So so I work with a lot of what clients already have. I'm a big label person. So if you like labels, great. If you don't, that's totally fine. Amazon, I've ordered a bunch of different kind of labels, kind of fancy labels. I do have a label maker that goes everywhere with me. I have my fancy 31 bags that are customized, which are super exciting because they, have all the pockets and I can keep everything organized. Um, and
Sorry,
just
my
keeping
dog.
everything neat and tidy.
Sorry.
It's all good.
Okay.
Such is
Okay.
life.
Oh my gosh. I
You
can
never
do
know.
real life people. Okay.
Yes, yes. Let's be real here.
So yeah, the labels, I love that. And I love that you did that for me too. And because I think that I don't know what it is. I was like, yeah, I would love labels. Do I want to fill them out? No. Like so that's why, like so yeah, you're very helpful in that. And I love that you love that kind of
Yes,
thing. So you have and you're on Instagram, right? You said.
yes, Instagram. Those are my two biggest, Facebook and Instagram.
Okay.
Yep.
So how long, let me think of this. So what inspired you to just jump in to be an entrepreneur as an organizational guru person?
So it's actually funny you bring that question up. So I first had the idea back in 2010, and I was 9 months pregnant with my daughter. Didn't come, just wasn't the time or place for it. So January of this year, and I honestly can't think real quick in that perspective what it was, but a light bulb went off in my head. I remember I was at a nail salon. I was sitting in a nail salon. I'm like, you know what? Let's try this again. Let's look at the steps and see what it takes to make this business a reality. I'm very passionate about it. I love helping others. Two great combinations. So that's when I started searching around on Facebook and I was looking for different organizing groups. And that's how I came across the coach. And she took me step by step. And then I took it more seriously, in the summer once I jumped into it full time and I had more time to dedicate. Of course, now I'm learning about all the back office stuff and social media marketing, and networking has been a big new thing for me too. And just so there's still so much to learn as I kind of go along the way. So, I mean, the skill and the expertise behind organizing is so easy, but now it's just getting myself out there, my business out there, and presenting myself and my business in a professional manner, and helping others. I mean, it's what I love to do and it's what I'm good at.
Yeah.
Thank
And you are definitely.
you.
Okay. So tell me what you have coming up. Anything, do you do special events in your group or is it like do you have like Saturday tip day or something like that?
I'm still working on it. I'm just now kind of getting back into the group. So I started the group in August and didn't do a whole lot with it. So this month is really my first month of diving in hardcore with my business. So I'm trying to take a little bit of time each day to at least jump in the group, say hello, see how people are doing, see what strategies and tips will work for them. So right now I'm just kind of pushing out tips and strategies. I'm also trying to get ideas for doing videos. And do presentations in that manner. I do have a company that nonprofit company that reached out to me, and they work with women, children, and I'm going to do some short videos with them, just offering strategies and tips for like different rooms or do questions and answers. So it's coming to fruition. So I still have to lay it all out, but I'm just going to start creating some videos to help people out.
I just had an idea for you. Like if you could do like a time lapse of organizing a drawer, like when you do the kitchen drawers, that would be
Cool.
awesome.
Yeah.
And then you can voice over it
Yes.
and telling like why you did the things you did. That would be
Oh, that's a good idea. I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's
Creativity.
a good one. And that's the thing. I mean, it's so broad, but then it's so minimal at the same time because there's so many different, and it's so intricate because there's so many different parts and pieces to it. You could look at a drawer and be overwhelmed by a drawer. You could look at a whole space and you're like, I don't even know what to do with this space.
Right.
So, it's from one extreme to the other.
Yeah. So I am so pleased that you're gonna go live in our group this Saturday. It's in a couple days, and from this airing, and you're gonna give us some tips, like office tips.
Yes,
right?
the office is important, especially in this day and age, especially as entrepreneurs. So
In-home office,
yes.
yeah, keeping organized. So I look forward to that, and if you're in the group and you haven't seen the invite, make sure you go to events and that'll tell you the time. And that'll be great. It'll be great to see you. So thank you so much for doing this with me. And
Thank you for having me. It's been great.
yes, I think you're a lovely person and I can't wait to see you like take on all the houses. Right?
Yes. So look forward to it.
So thank you so much.
You're welcome.